Good morning, YouTube fam. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a beautiful Saturday morning. I'm here in Lamar, Colorado, about to leave. It is currently Central Time, 12:41. But here in Colorado, it's 11:41. It is currently 35 degrees here in Colorado. It's beautiful, but a little chilly, you know. I do want to come and apologize for not posting and updating on yesterday. Yesterday was pretty, hectic or what have you, but it really, that should not have been an excuse. If I had to, I was kind of on the go. And sometimes you have to take time out for things and what have you. And upload anyway. Even if it's a two or three minute video, just to say, hey, what's up? I'm posting, to keep things going in the algorithm, things like that. Okay. Yesterday was hectic, but it was a beautiful hectic. And yes, let's go Chiefs. Okay, it was a beautiful hectic yesterday. Okay, so for the past week and a half, before a while, I've been talking to my mom and everything about, my son needing to, get to Kansas City, see his grandparents, life be lifing, and I am guilty of this, work, running up and down the highway, and before you know it, a year has gone by, and then 2 years have gone by. Next thing you know, 5 years have gone by. That actually happened to me in the beginning of my trucking career. I was out here running. I was OTR all over the place, kicking it in other cities and states. I ain't gonna lie. I was kicking it in Atlanta. I would come back to Louisiana and kick it there. And time went on that I was just out here having such a good time that I hadn't been to Kansas City in 5 years. No lie. I started in Kansas City at the Swift terminal, to all my Swift drivers, at the is that Edwardsville terminal? Yes, I think the Edwardsville terminal in Kansas, and so that's where I started. So from time to time I would come home, but there was a period of time, like I said, when I really got comfortable out here on the road and I really was out here rolling, that a time just got past me, really got away from me. And I had not been in Kansas City for 5 years. Now, I still had seen my family because some of them were coming to Louisiana and stuff like that. So I was still able to see my family at those times. But me physically in Kansas City, it had been 5 years back then. And I was like, oh my God. And so, my friends were like, oh my God, we ain't seen you in so long. But they would see me on Facebook and stuff like that, because I would post and update and everything on Facebook. But yeah, time go by, and before you know it, time has gone by. So same situation, kind of with my son. I was, talking to my mom. I'm like, everybody's getting older, and he needs to. I know it's work, but now that he has this time off, I need to put a bug in his ear that he needs to get to Kansas City to see his, visit his family, but most importantly, his grandparents. He has grandmothers and great grandmothers and great grandpas that are still, with us, that he needs to go see, And so I was like, yeah, that's, he sure does. He need to get up here, all that kind of stuff. So we talked about it, but that had been a while. Time had gone on. And a week and a half ago, I was talking to my Uncle Cedric. If you go back to the beginning of one of my very first videos, I'll talk about the importance of my Uncle Cedric and we call him Uncle Ced, in my life. He is still a truck driver. And back then, he a truck driver, and he is who catapulted my trucking career. I went to go look up, I seen trucks going up and down the highway. I was so curious about trucks, and dang, how do they drive those big things? What's up with that? I don't know, it just piqued my interest. And I went to his house one night, sat down and talked to him about it. The next day, I go to Roadmaster Trucking School in Kansas City, Missouri, and inquire and talk to a recruiter. And And my uncle said, thought I was playing, but he said, "You really serious about doing this?" I'm like, "Yeah, you know, yeah, I'm really serious." At the time, I didn't know I would be here at this moment. I'm just saying. But that took off, and that is the big story and the blessing of my Uncle Said, you know. So, and he's been that way all his life, you know, all his life. So I was on the phone with my Uncle Said, and we were just chatting it up, and he asked about my son, and I was telling him, you know, yeah, he's good, blah, 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 da, da, da. And I said, you know, he got some time on his hand right now. He probably really need to get to Kansas City and, you know, see his grandparents and family before he starts a new job, because in the middle of a job, you don't want, you know, well, I gotta go, you know, in the middle of a job, if especially when you first start out, you're trying to avoid leaving, talking about you need to travel here and travel there and all that. So my Uncle suggested, he was like, well, maybe he could come the weekend of the Super Bowl. And I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I was like, that's a good idea, you know. And so I said, let me talk to him about it. I threw it out there to my son. He's like, yeah, Mama, you're absolutely right. That'll be a good time to go. And so we got everything arranged and everything, and we kept it from the family. I kept it from my mom, his grandmother, Pawpaw, my sisters. Only one brother knew, but we kept it away from everybody because, like my uncle said, you know, mentioned, hey, you know, will this be a surprise? I said, you know what? Yeah, let's keep it a surprise, because they haven't seen him in a while, but we're gonna surprise them. So I set everything up, told my son. He was like, okay, Mom, that's pretty cool to surprise Nana and Mima on him. You know, I was like, yeah. So things went on. It was so hard. Oh my God, y'all. It was so hard keeping this from my mom for a week and a half. So hard. Because I talked to her every night, and we talk about a little bit of everything. And it was so hard to really, you know, hold it that, you know, he's coming up there to visit. And so time went on. We got it arranged that my brother would pick him up, and this, that, and the other when he gets to Kansas City. He got to Kansas City yesterday at about 7 o'clock yesterday evening. And my brother grabbed him, and they took him immediately to the rehabilitation center where Nana and Meemaw is. So the first person he seen was my mom. I said, let me know when you guys get out the elevator, because I want to be on the phone with Mama when he walks in, because I want to see her. I was trying to video chat her, but I said I'll be on the phone and I'll just hear her expression. So I'm on the phone with my mom. This is about what, 8:30 last night. So I'm on the phone with my mom, just talking normal, you know, and everything. And my brother texts me, and he's like, okay, we're getting off the elevator. And I'm on the phone with my mom, just talking, just normal talk. And then all of a sudden I heard my mom go, you know, she, you know, blurted out my son's name once she came to, you know, she was able to get her mind, you know, like, oh my God, it's my grandson. And I'm hearing this in the phone, and I'm hollering, surprise, surprise, you know, all in the phone. And you could just hear her just excitement, and, you know, my son just grabbed her, and my mama told me that, she said, girl, we just hugged for the longest. She said, and then I asked him for another hug. We hugged for the longest. So it made me feel really good that, you know, he was there and everything worked out. And he got to Kansas City, and he got to see my mom and everything. But his great grandmother, at the time, they went by her room, but she was asleep. Now I know today we're gonna surprise her today. My mom is not gonna say anything to her, but I know is she gonna be like, y'all should have woke me up even though I was asleep. You know, I know that's what she's gonna say, but they didn't know to wake their great grandmother up. But anyway, so that was very exciting last night. And then they stayed up there for a little while, then they left. They went to my dad's house last night, and they went to take him to see my dad, and they sat around there for a while. Meanwhile, I was on the phone with my mom the majority of the night, me and her just chopping it up, and how she just, express, thank you. She was just telling me, thank you for getting him here, for, getting, here. His name is G. For getting G here. Oh my God, he looks so good, da-da-da-da-da. So that's pretty much what me and my mom was talking about for the rest of the night till I finally, till it was time for her to go to bed, and I finally got here and rested my nerve because it had me on edge. On top of this Super Bowl game coming up and getting my son to Kansas City, it was just like, oh my God, so that's kind of the mindset of everything where I've been for a while. So that worked out perfectly. He's going to be there the whole weekend. I think he's going to be staying at my brother's or what have you, back and forth between family and everything. And I'm sure throughout the day, I'm probably going to get calls. Girl, why you didn't call and tell us? It was a surprise for everybody. So yeah, that's what's going on. My clock is winding down. I only got like 10 hours left to get back to Dallas, Texas. I can't wait because I'll be chilling. Tomorrow, when I wake up, and get my thoughts together, because I've been running like crazy all week up and down this highway to Colorado. So tomorrow is when I'm going to be able to decide at that time whether I'm going to go to this sports bar called Wizards. Wizards is a sports bar in Dallas that caters to the Kansas City Chiefs fans. And I know it's going to be packed. I know it's going to be packed full of Chiefs fans. If some of them probably are going to go to New Orleans because it's just so close. I mean, it's very, very close. But then there's going to be some people that probably don't want to do the crowd and would just rather come to the Wizards, and we all, just watch the game together and ooh and ah and have a fit and everything. So I kind of want to be in the midst of that tomorrow. My mind right now says, yes, I'm going to Wizards tomorrow, but the fact that I've come up and down this highway so much, y'all, I'm getting older, I ain't crazy. My mind could change tomorrow and I will be right there in my room watching the Super Bowl. The only thing about it is I won't be around nobody that will celebrate with me. Because I'm claiming this. I'm claiming this win in the name of Jesus. I am claiming it. I'm claiming it. A three-peat, the first in NFL history. And I want that for Kansas City. I want that for us. I really, 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 truly, truly do. Okay? So that's the added pressure. I'm very excited about the halftime performance. Kendrick Lamar and who his surprise guest is going to be. Do any of you guys know? Put it down in the comment section if you think you may know who his surprise guest would be. Some people will say Taylor Swift might come out there because they did a song together or whatever, and I'm thinking, and some people, and the other was like, no, people, kind of see enough of her right now. And when it comes to the Chiefs, that would kind of be a little bit too easy to, Taylor Swift probably gonna be the one, some were saying maybe he will get Lil Wayne, and there, whomever. Cash Money, Master P, heck, I don't know, the originals in New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they will be his guests on the stage. We don't know. They said that, they said, Lil Wayne himself said that he got a surprise coming up for Thursday. Now, Thursday is past. I need to look up what the surprise was. I think people may have been, it was said that he may be coming out with a new album, because everybody's asking about a new album and everything from him, and the fans have been screaming about that, so that may be the surprise, whatever. So we don't know. They definitely keeping it closed lip, so that's going to be very exciting to see that. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna go to Wizards and be amongst my people tomorrow, or just chill at the house, having a few beers and whatever in the midst of my own surrounding, and take it all in, so I don't know. My next video, you guys will know, because I'll have clips of me at Wizards, what have you, or whatever the case may be. Okay, so I got to roll, y'all. I'm finna roll. I've already done my Bible study this morning, my prayer. I did a little praise and worship in here this morning. Took pickles out. Got my water. I froze it so it can thaw while I'm driving. I got me some Gatorade. I put down the Diet Cokes. for 2025. No more Diet Cokes, y'all. That was my addiction. A huge addiction, okay? So I put that down, got me some trail mix. I got some grapes in the refrigerator, and all that kind of stuff. I'm not chewing on any ice. Ice is another addiction of mine, but it makes me have to pull over and pee all the time. And when you get older, if you know, you know. So that's where I am. That's where we are right now. So Pickles is chilling. We good. I just ask for prayers as for all my trucker friends, all my truck drivers, as we are traveling up and down this highway. Please, Lord, keep protection over them. Please, Lord, get everybody back to their homes safely, to their loved ones. So, y'all, keep your head on a swivel, truckers. Keep it between the mustard and the mayonnaise. Keep the shiny side up. All that. Okay? All right. This guy's walking across the parking lot looking like, what in the world's going on up in that truck? Okay, let me see. I'm gonna see. This is where I'm at the Loves, where I'm kind of normally always at. This is where I park when I come up here to Lamar. Yeah. I got my phone on a tripod. If you notice, I'm not kind of at an angle. I'm right here. I brought my tripod out that I haven't been using. Brand new tripod, brand new. Been had it, just forgot about it, and so I thought about it the other day. Went in my closet, there it is. So I have several tripods. It's so crazy of all the stuff I have that I was going to catapult my YouTube channel and all that. I got all the equipment for it, but just never got it. It just never got back to YouTube. So I'm not gonna keep talking. I gotta go. Love you all. Everybody be safe. And I may come back and do a video later on today. I don't know, but you will definitely see me tomorrow. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. Hug everybody. Hugged everybody. Bye-bye.